All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Let's step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to the Windy City. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series visits the streets of Chicago. Race number 6 of the season. A little fantasy track here since we don't have the real street circuit. 20-lap race here today at this road course, fantasy course here in Chicago. Who's got what it takes to tame the streets of Chicago? There's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, a little Chicago street circuit action here tonight in the Buschwackers series. Something a little bit different, man. Got a good crowd. It's race number 6 of the season, and it is all right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, thank you so much for coming in here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. And got a good one here for you today. A little street circuit action for you. Something to switch up the game. And I appreciate you being here today and joining me here on TurnLeftTV, whether you're watching it live or on replay. This is Chicago Street Circuit, little fantasy circuit somebody had converted over to rFactor 2. And it is actually a 20-lap race. I got 30 there, but it is a 20-lap race. It's race number 6 of the season. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, commentator, broadcaster here at TurnLeftTV, and also owner of High Octane Racing League. And again, thanks so much for coming in here and joining me today. And a good one for you, a little bit of a different twist, so to speak, here at Chicago. So about 7 minutes left in the practice session. These guys figured this course out. Today's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. Also, if you want to host your website or your online store, VPS hosting or shared web hosting, you can use EliteHostingUSA.com, and that's who provides our services here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Don't forget to join us over there. You get a quick link to our Discord server. And also, who's leading what? You get schedule updates, point standings, and the like. See what series we have running. Of course, we got the IndyCar series coming up tomorrow. And you get a quick link to TurnLeftTV as well. So head on over to HighOctaneRacing.net. IndyCar Series will be back in action tomorrow at Mid-Ohio for 50-lap race. Just 2 races to go in that championship, and we got a whisker-thin margin between P1 and P2 in that championship. Racing starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't want to miss it, man. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV at 2 p.m. tomorrow, July the 1st. Saturday Night Thunder will be at Chicagoland, the Oval, for a 120-lap race tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, race number 5 of the season. And it's the Thunder, the Cup cars. Well, coming up July the 1st on a little oval, the classic oval at Chicagoland Speedway, 120 laps in the Thunder Cup Series. Hey, my gosh, man, thanks for coming in and joining me on TurnLeft TV. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks to all those new subscribers, all those people who continue to stay subscribed to TurnLeft TV. I greatly appreciate your business here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Share my videos with all your friends. Definitely hit that thumbs up button, man. Get these videos out here so we increase whatever needs to be increased to get these videos to show up on people's feeds. People know what that is. I don't know what that is, man. I just broadcast. And I'm looking to try to get to that 1,000 mark. I got a little ways to go, and I can get there with your help. Don't forget, down in the description of this race, I've got some links there for you to follow. That is the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals link. If you'd like to donate to them, we really, really would appreciate that. That's the charity we support here at TurnLeft TV and High Octane Racing League, as well as my Sim Lab website link. Also an affiliate through them, so if you decide you want to purchase a sim rig or you want to purchase some sim racing equipment, please give SimLab a look. I have a SimLab Evo 1 sim rig and absolutely love it, man. I've had it for, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years maybe. And love it, man. Really have been able to add some stuff to it. Been great for me and my racing effort and my broadcasting effort, man. I broadcast from my sim rig. About 2.5 minutes left to go in the practice session. Got some new drivers out joining us for this street course. That's JJ Wang and also James Watson joining us. Good to see those guys out here. We'll take a look at the track here. Of course, not a real track here, but located in Chicago, Illinois, and it is 4.8 kilometers in length, just a little over 3 miles in length, 11 turns. I approximated that. And quite an interesting track, man. Found this laying out there at the race department, I believe. I think that's where I found this track. Oh, hey, man, it's a pretty good track. I had the GT3 cars out, really liked that, and thought, well, what the heck, man, let's try these stock cars out at Chicago Street Circuit. A little bit more complicated than the real one that they happen to be racing this weekend in Chicago, but nonetheless, we're there to party. We'll be there. Take a look at the standings here as I back it up to page 1. That'd be nice. Take a look at the standings here in the Buschwackers series. Craig Marizon with the lead, 182 points, has a 6-point lead over Sean Jacobs. Ed Palumbo sits third. Claudio Bardelli fourth. Gordon Carter is fifth. See Franco Alvarez, Todd Robillard, Art Vieta, Dennis Uterchin, and Givaldo Spindler rounding out the top 10. So we'll go page 2. Here's Steve Pierce heading up page 2. It's in the 11th position, 116 points. Actually got a 3-way tie for 11th. I bet that Richter, Hughes, and Pierce all tied for the 11th spot. Paul Brown sets in 14th. Preston Hassel and Tiago Gomez tied for the 15th position. Gilmar Peixoto 17th, John Stanley 18th, Dana Grover 19th, and Lucas Simpner sits in the 20th spot. We'll take a look at page number 3. So that's page 3 of the standings. All right, these guys headed over to the qualification session. Who's going to be the first one out for quals? That's the question. Take a look at the 21 car. Lucas Sifter, that Flexio-sponsored Ford Mustang. He's going to be pretty fast here. He likes road courses. He has really an uncanny ability to really figure these things out. We have 19 drivers joining us here. Whether they all hang around for the race, that's another thing. But nonetheless, good to see people out coming out here and tackling the street circuit of Chicagoland, or Chicago, I should say. Chicago's about 2 hours north of me. Maybe not quite 2 hours, maybe an hour 45 or so. So on board here with Lucas Sifter as he does his out lap to start that timed lap. These sections here, you got two sections of the track here where you have a median in between. You can go to the left or the right. Just don't want to go down the middle, huh? So now Lucas Sifter on his timed lap, 21 car. Howling Hawk in the chat session. Good to see Howling Hawk. And Givaldo leading up the chat, as always. Those guys chatted up there. Givaldo giving us a preview of the race. It's always good for that. a little bit to get around this track, that's for sure. Coming up that final turn, let's see where the 21 car is on the with the time. So 2:05 is the top time. Simpler about 3 seconds off. 2:05.802. Franco Alvarez, the top time. Take a look at Gordon Carter in the 56 car. Alvarez, the top time. Simpler second. Craig Marizon third. Chris Hughes fourth. J.J. Wang is fifth. Mordelli Jr. jumping up to fourth on the grid. .205.802 is the top time. Franco Alvarez in the 83 car. I want to send out a shout out to Franco too. He's been laying these models on the new template for the Camaro. Appreciate his work doing that. .205.802. Marizon second. Bardelli Jr. third. Gordon Carter up to the fifth position. So good run here for Gordon Carter in P5. He's fast. A weird camera angle there, wasn't it? Take a look at Sean Jacobs in the 24 car as he makes his qualification attempt. Right now, Sean Jacobs shown 10th on the grid. Ed Palumbo in the 54 car, one of our New York drivers. 2:05.802 the time to beat. Off the final turn here for the 54. So Palumbo right now is 10th on the grid. James Watson in the 4X car. His first race out here with us. So welcome to James. Gilmar Peixoto got one of his new paint schemes out here tonight, the 71 car. Finally getting Givaldo out here, Gilmar out here with a, I was looking at both the names. They're P18-19. Finally getting Gilmar out here with a paint scheme. He's been driving that 3X car since, I don't know when. It's like Gilmar decides, hey man, I'm going to get this down pit lane here. Givaldo with his qualification attempt. Dennis Shutich and James Watson, Dana Grover also out on the track. The 68 car, Givaldo Spindola. one of our Brazilian drivers. Oh, a little bit wide there. Contact. Some of these guys are going to run out of time here as get out there, get those laps done right away. See if he is able to get his time lap in. Coming off the final turn. Let's see where he gets it. Is he going to get it done in time? And don't think so. So that gives us our qualification session. So it looks like quals have ended. That is a wacky camera angle right there, boys. All right, looks like these guys have finished up the qualification session. We'll take a look at the qualification results. Franco Alvarez with a 2:05.802 is the top qualifier. Lucas Infer qualifies in the second position. J.J. Wang qualifies third. Craig Bears on fourth. Claudio Bardelli Jr., Craig Bears on fourth. Claudio Bardelli Jr. actually fifth. Gordon Carter sixth. Data Grover seventh. Watson eighth. Hughes ninth and Palumbo 10th. Looks like a couple guys there dropping out there, kind of jacking with qualification results a little bit. Dennis Shudich and Sean Jacobs, Givaldo Spindola there 10th, 11th, and 12th. Steve Pierce 13th. Thiago Gomez 14th. Gilmar Peixoto 15th, Artur Vieira 16th, Preston Haas is 17th, Jim Willis is 19th. Looks like Thiago has left, so he won't be racing today, I don't believe. Looks like he's decided to bail. All right. So quals have finished. These guys are going to go to the warm-up session. I appreciate you joining me here on TurnLeftTV today. And let's get this party started, huh? right. Hey, thank you for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. Sorry for the silence. I had to go let the dog out. Hey, we'll take a look at the what we have coming up this weekend. Of course, another rich weekend of racing here at TurnLeft TV and High Octane Racing League. IndyCar Series will be back in action for race number 9 of the season. These guys winded down their season, just 2 races to go, and we'll be at Mid-Ohio for a 50-lap race coming up tomorrow. It'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't want to miss that one. That's the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series. We'll take a look at my keys to the race here at Chicago. And again, we know this is a fantasy track here. It's not the new street circuit. People have had time to make that yet in rFactor 2, but I bet it'll be there sooner rather than later. Got to set up your passes, man. It is a little tough to pass here. You're going to have to work on that car ahead of you and set up that pass. Grab the gear, man. It's all about getting through the gears here and hitting your marks. Stay off those walls. And take care of the tires and make good pit stops. So we got about 3.5 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. Andres Valles joining us in the chat session as well. Gilmar saying it's going to be a tense and challenging race. It is, man. Definitely going to be a tense one. But fun, I think. Get your picks in now. Well, I think I'm probably going to pick Franco Alvarez to win this race. So who do you pick? 2 minutes left to go to get your picks in. Good turnout, too. I want to thank all the drivers for showing up and racing today here at this challenging track, something they're not used to, and not a traditional type of track here that you would see in rFactor 2 for stock cars. And, of course, we got some new drivers, James Watson, J.J. Wang, both joining us. J.J. has been competing in the IndyCar Series, and James coming out here for the first time. Jim Willis picking Sean Jacobs. Jim Willis picking Sean Jacobs to win. We'll take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers series. Next week, we'll be at Atlanta Motor Speedway for a 100-lap race. And we're definitely on the back half of this season with Chicago Street Circuit. Atlanta, the 7th race of the season. You see New Hampshire, Pocono, and Richmond to finish out that schedule. Wow, Paul Brown and Sweet Pea and Buttercup. I have a feeling that maybe Paul Brown is also Sweet Pea and Buttercup. I think that's his nickname. I'm just kidding. Good to see who Sweet Pea and Buttercup are. Maybe, maybe the wife. Well, boys and girls, it is that time. Time to get this party started here. All right, here we go. Here we go, Chicagoland Speedway. And this should be a fun one. Of course, I'm not on the track, so that's why it's going to be a real fun one. "20 laps here at Chicago." Hopefully everybody stays connected. Looks like everybody has made the transition. So we'll take a look at the starting order here at Chicago. P1, Franco Alvarez. Lucas Siffer starts in the 2nd position. J.J. Wagon, the 72 car, starts in 3rd. Craig Marizon starts in the 4th spot. Starting in P5 is Claudio Bardelli Jr. Gordon Carter starts 6th. Dana Grover starts 7th. James Watson in his first race out will start in the 8th position. Starting at P9 is Chris Hughes in the 7th car. Ed Palumbo starts 10th. Dennis Uderchin will start in the 11th spot. Sean Jacobs starts in P12. Starting in the 13th position is Givaldo Spindle in the 68 car. Steve Pierce starts in the 14th position. Gilmar Peixoto 15th. And Arthur Vieta starts in 16th. Starting in 17th will be the 27 of Preston Hassel. Jim Willis in the 53 starts in 18th. So 18 drivers here for a very, very significant challenge here at Chicago Street Circuit. You know, I think it's a fun track, man. You know, we got out and did some practice with some of these guys. Tim Lansbury joined us. Good to see Tim Lansbury. So 20-lap race here at Chicago Street Circuit. Of course, the fantasy circuit here. Remember those keys to the race here. Set up your passes. It's going to be tough to pass here. Grab a gear, man. It's all about getting up through the gears. And then hit those marks. Make sure you take care of those brakes, too. Stay off the walls and make good pit stops. And make sure you are careful also coming off pit lane. LeadHostingUSA.com providing you the action today. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, LeadHostingUSA.com provide you with a server. The 3 self-managed server packages available through them. Also, don't forget to support me by clicking on the SimLab link in the description of this race. Helping me out here at TurnLeftTV. Takes a little while to get around this place under caution, doesn't it? Should have done a standing start. That would have been gangster at this track. So these guys tighten it up here. Last turn's going to be interesting here because a little bit of a bigger field, and some of these guys might actually get the start, get the go while they're still making that right-hander. We come up to the final turn. Up the hill and then to the right to the start-finish line. And here we go. Ready to go green, green, green here at Chicago. Around the turn. And here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Oh, that was a late green.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
So Franco Alvarez, 83 car leading the field through turn 1. Lucas Hiffner just behind him to 72. J.J. Wang running in the 3rd position. Craig Marzon running in 4th in that 60 car out of the front of his machine. Bardelli Jr. in the 19 car. We talked a little bit how he switched to the Ford this season. He's having a pretty darn good season as well, as we would expect from Bardelli Jr. Just behind Craig Marzon, who's running in the 4th spot. Take a look at the 71 car, Gilmar Peixoto, in the brand new paint scheme, courtesy of Franco Alvarez. Got the Cabo Frio team on that car. The paint scheme, his favorite football team. Gordon Carter in the 56 car, running in the 6th position. High place moving sponsor machine. Just behind him is Dana Grover in the 89. So you see Dana Grover in that Toyota running in the 7th position. James Watson running in P8 in the 4X car in his first race out here with us. Take a look at Archie Vieta here battling Sean Jacobs. Take a look at this pass as Vieta on the left in the 4 car picks up that spot. Taking the hard left-hander. Getting around the 24, now picking up P12. Franco Alvarez is the leader here in the 83 car. Lucas Simper running in 2nd. J.J. Wang is 3rd. Marzon in the 4th spot. Bardelli Jr. 5th. See Gordon Carter, Dana Grover, James Watson. Ed Palumbo and Chris Hughes rounding out the top 10. Take a look at Chris Hughes in the 10th spot in that 7 car. Climbing up the hill here, trying to get by Ed Palumbo. Ed Palumbo to the inside. Chris Hughes trying to get around. Chris Hughes got a pretty good race program as far as road courses. Likes to get out and mix it up with some other types of racing as well. A little bit in the GT3 stuff. And you have to see him in the Indy cars, but who knows, man? Might get out there in mid-Ohio this weekend. We'll see. Right now, running in the 10th spot is Chris Hughes in the 7 car. Gilmar Peixoto with a 71. Oh, a little wide there for the 71 car. The 68. Oh, the 27 getting into the 71 car. Hard to get around here, man. You got to dump that thing into first gear and stomp on the gas and spin this thing around. Alvarez has not been able to run away as Lucas Sipper right there. And a good tight battle. There's J.J. Wang in this as well, the 72 car. He is one of our IndyCar drivers. And asked a little bit earlier this week if he'd be able to compete in the Buschwackers. Brought a friend with him. Art Vieta here now, battling Chris Hughes. The 4 car starting to move up the grid here and getting by Chris Hughes. So Art Vieta now up to the 10th position. Chris Hughes now falling back to P11. 89 car Dana Grover on the inside as the 56 car has a little trouble there with that turn, and Grover going to pick up that spot. Gordon Carter in the 56 has to tuck it in the 7th position. Back here, take a look at Sean Jacobs running in the 13th spot in the 24 car. The Vulcan-sponsored machine. Cal U University that his son plays baseball for. And here we go, Archie Vieta now working on the back of Ed Palumbo. Vieta to the inside and gets around Ed Palumbo. I think Ed said, hey, man, just go. Palumbo now falling back to P10. Take a look at Ed Palumbo in the 54 car, Melly Yellow sponsor machine. Now running in P10. A horrible camera angle there. Preston Hassel in the 27. We saw him make contact with Gilmar Peixoto. And he's going to get by Steve Pierce in the 51 car. Steve Pierce now back to the 16th position as Preston taking over P15. The 27 car now up to the 15th spot, or reclaiming the 15th spot. And just behind him is Steve Pierce in the 51 car. Captain Morgan sponsor machine. Take a look at Jim Willis here in the 53 car. He's having a little trouble there in that Black Rifle Coffee Company machine. Another one of those paint schemes that Franco Alvarez has done for us. He's done such a great job. With painting some skins. And a lot of these skins, either one of three things, man. Either I've painted them, he's painted them, or some guys painted their own car. So he's done a great job, and look, this 53 looking great too, man. A great looking paint scheme. But right now we're running in the 17th position. Well, Franco Alvarez is the leader, and he's been able to open up about a 3.5 second gap over Lucas Sifner. J.J. Wang is in the 3rd spot. Marizan in 4th. Bardelli Jr. is in 5th. Take a look at Craig Marizan running in the 4th position in the 60 car. Magpul Dynamic sponsor machine. Showing that he can get this car around the road courses as well. He had some computer issues earlier in the year and able to get those resolved. I think he bought a new video card, if I'm not mistaken, and things seem to be working pretty well for him, and now he's back at it. So we definitely missed him in his time off and trying to diagnose the problem and able to get this thing back out or get the computer back up and running and with the new card and back at it. Dennis Uderchin in the 47 car. Oh, hard contact there for Uderchin over the wall. Uderchin falls over the wall. Oh, my gosh. Dennis Uderchin. Oh, my heavens, man. Watch this. Contact here and then up over the wall. And where'd he go? Oh, no. Oh, he's in a basement somewhere. Oh, no, he's... I have no idea where he's at. Where's he at? Is he in the Roman Coliseum or what? What the hell's going on here? Oh, he's in a park. Dennis Uderchin's in the park somewhere, and I don't know. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, he's... poor Dennis. He's going to hit a pedestrian there. Maybe stop and have a picnic. So Uderchin gets over the wall and what? And had to retire, looks like. That was interesting there. So Uderchin hit the wall, climbed up over the wall, and fell down to the ground. Take a look at Lucas Sifner running into 2nd position, about 5.5 seconds back to P1. He's got a battle on his hands with J.J. Wang. Wang in the 72 car, running the Alexis Salvia machine. Working on the back of the Ford Mustang of Lucas Sifner. Dana Grover here in the 89 car, working on the back of Claudio Bardelli Jr. This is a good tight battle here between these guys. This is P5, P6. Grover running in the 6th position. Bardelli Jr. just ahead, running in P5. Gordon Carter running in the 7th spot in the 56 car. He's having a good night here. He started about P5. He has lost a couple of positions. But nonetheless, the High Place Moving Sponsor Machine having a pretty good night here. Just keeps getting better and better and better with that race program. Really been a positive addition to High Octane Racing League, and always supportive of the other drivers, new drivers as well. Very respectful driver. He's trying to close in and maybe capitalize on that battle that's ensuing between Bardelli Jr. and Dana Grover. So he is closing in on these guys. Alvarez is our leader in the 83 car. Looks like Dennis Hudson has been, I believe, I'm not sure if he's been able to reconnect or what. He's in the garage area there, so looks like he is disconnected from TeamSpeak. Unfortunately there for him. Pit window is somewhere in the about 13 lap range for these guys. We're on lap 7. Take a look at Archer Vieta here in a 4 car. He's running in P9. Good top 10 run here for him. NASCAR BR sponsored Camaro. The battle here is Bardelli Jr. and Grover still. Oh, Bardelli Jr. in some trouble. Bardelli Jr. had some trouble. And he's going to lose a couple positions as Gordon Carter squeaks by. Bardelli Jr. got a little bit loose coming off the turn and had some trouble. Take a look and see what happened to Bardelli Jr. coming off the turn here. Take a look here as Bardelli Jr. got a little bit wide right there and then slamming it into the wall. Head on into the wall. That was a hard lick there for him, man. Watch this. He just gets a little bit wide right there. Oh, he got up on the curb. You hear the rumble strips there. He got up on the rumble strips and broke the back end of the car loose. Headed straight to the right into the wall, and lost a couple of positions. Gordon Carter was able to squeak through. Watch this. Heads up move there by Gordon Carter. He sees the 19 car. He gets over to the left and it gets by. Picks up a spot. So Gordon Carter now up to the 6th position as Bardelli Jr. is in 7th. Take a look at James Watson, Archer Vieta, and Claudio Bardelli Jr. Good 3-way battle here. James Watson in the 4X car. And the 4 car of Archer Vieta just behind. And Vieta starting to look a little strong here on this back half of this run. Had to catch it there coming off the turn. Maybe setting it up. Try to get around. Watson here. Look at this battle here. Watson and Bardelli Jr. We know Bardelli Jr.'s got some damage. And James Watson battling Claudio Bardelli Jr., Archer Vieta in this mix as well. Archer Vieta, things have sort of settled down there just a little bit, but Bardelli Jr., we know he's got some damage. Watson running in the 8th position. Vieta running on board here with him. He's running in P9. Preston Hassel, something happened to Preston Hassel here. Not sure what happened to him. Preston Hassel, the 29. Oh, no! He goes, he goes over the, he might be in the same spot. So another one down as we take a look live here at Franco Alvarez. Alvarez got a pretty sizable lead over Lucas Sipner. J.J. Wang running in 3rd. Marzon in the 4th position. Dana Grover is in 5th. Bardelli Jr. and James Watson here battling it out as Vieta's gotten around. We were watching that action. Vieta made a pass on Bardelli Jr. We know Bardelli Jr.'s got a lot of trouble there, but he got shuffled back, now able to gain that spot back. But Archie Vieta had gotten around. We'll take a look at this pass of Archie Vieta climbing on the back of the 4X car. And he's going to try to get 2 for 1. Hard on the brakes there for Vieta. He gets around James Watson. And now sets his sights on Claudio Bardelli Jr. And Vieta starting to show some speed here as we approach halfway. You see Bardelli Jr. goes wide. Vieta now to the outside through the turn, and that's not going to give Bardelli Jr. enough room to really be able to set himself up as they go back to the right. And look at that battle there between Bardelli Jr. and James Watson. Great battling there. Bardelli Jr. holding on to that spot. Gilmar Peixoto in the 71 car. He's had a pretty eventful night here. He's running in the 16th spot. Oh, he's into the wall. Hard contact for the 71 into the wall. And wow. Hard lick there from Peixoto. And Franco Alvarez has been clean and green since the start of this race in that 83 car. Had a little bit of a hanger on there with Lucas Sipner, but has since been able to open up quite a sizable gap. Sipner is 9, almost 10 seconds back, and he is in a hornet's nest right now with J.J. Wang in the 72 car. Both these guys really, really good road course racers. J.J. running in the IndyCar series, doing a great job in that series, and coming out and trying to start cars for the first time here at High Octane Racing League. And now open up a little bit of a gap there on the 72 car is Lucas Sipner. Look at this battle here. This is a battle. Gordon Carter, Artur Vieta, and Dana Grover. Three-way battle here. As Artur Vieta getting by Dana Grover, taking over P5. And now setting his sights on Gordon Carter. Vieta is fast here in the latter half of this run. Down to the inside, and the 4 car picking up that spot to 56. Now drops back to the 6th position. Steve Pearson, the 51 car, picking up a spot there as we see Givaldo is on pit lane, I believe. So Givaldo on pit lane. So we're starting to see some guys coming down pit lane. So Givaldo finishing up his pit stop. I'm getting some word that Franco Alvarez is going to be coming down pit lane. So we'll take a look at Franco Alvarez in the 83. He's indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. Givaldo's made his pit stop back out on track. So Franco Alvarez indicating he is going to be coming down pit lane this lap. Looks like Ed Palumbo on pit lane as well. So what Franco Alvarez in the 83, going to be making a pit stop here this time by, I believe. Ed Palumbo finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. Now finds himself back in the 9th position. Sean Jacobs on pit lane as well. And Franco Alvarez on pit lane here in the 83 car. Lucas Sempner in the 21 car on pit lane. Finishing up his pit stop in the 21. Alvarez has finished up his pit stop, now back out on track. Bardelli Jr. and Marison on pit lane. Gordon Carter also on pit lane. Marison finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. Alvarez is our leader. Got a lot of practice laps here at this track. Figured it out. And has about a 10-second lead over Lucas Sempner. Steve Pearson, the 51 car, indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane this lap. James Watson in the 4X car, picking up a spot as Ed Palumbo is on pit lane. The 4X now up to the 10th position. Ed Palumbo finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. With a weird pit lane. Of course, we're in the city, man. We're in a parking lot right now. To stay close to the left side here so you don't get taken out. Coming back out on track. So the 54, Ed Palumbo, back out on track, and he is running in the 11th position. Chris Hughes in the 7 car. Right now running in the 9th position. Good run here for him. And just behind him is James Watson. A fairly tight battle there between the two of those guys. A second and a half separates P9 and P10. Steve Pierce now back out on track after making his pit stop in his Captain Morgan sponsored Camaro. This keeps getting better and better each week. I mean, this is a very challenging track. He's running in the 14th position. Just behind him, actually on pit lane, is Jim Willis in the 53 car. I think he might have had to come down pit lane, might have missed his pit stall or maybe sped. I'm not exactly sure what the situation is here with the 53, but now coming back out on track in the 15th position. Battle here for the second position. J.J. Wang in a 72 car in the 21. Lucas Simpner, J.J. Wang in the preferred line on the inside. It gets by the 21 car. So J.J. Wang in the 72, driving Alexei Salviev's machine. Now picking up that spot. So now up to P2. Good battle here between Simpner and J.J. Wang. Little Toyota versus Ford. So looking out of the back of JJ's machine at Lucas Simpner running in P3 and at Flexio sponsored Mustang. Battle shaping up here is a 56 car. Gordon Carter, and it looked like Bardelli Jr. might have had some trouble. Bardelli Jr. might have had some trouble there as Gordon Carter got around. Take a look and see what happened here in the 19 car. A horrible camera angle there. He got a little loose. I don't know if we got another way of looking at that. We'll get on board here with him. Oh, he smacks the wall right there. He smacks the wall. Chopped it a little bit too early. And, oh, Vieta, what a hell of a move there by Arthur Vieta to get by. Wow. Look at this, man. Let's move by Arthur Vieta. Look at that. Whoa, that is cat-like reflexes there. Got to look at that again. I'm not going to see half of it because look at this. Right there. Does a great job staying out of the wall and out of the front seat of Claudio Bardelli Jr.'s machine. Wow. What a heck of a move by Vieta. Heck of a move there by Arthur Vieta. Dana Grover here having a good night running in the 5th position. Brax VR sponsor Toyota. This 89 car here. Good run here for him. Good top 5 run. Road courses seem to be pretty good for him. Certainly a different road course. There's no doubt about that one. Up the hill and to the left. Grabbing a gear We talked a little bit about some of those keys to the race, and you got to be able to really manage the shifting here at this track. The 89 car, good top 5 run here for him. Greg Marizon running in the 4th position in the 60 car. Magpul Dynamics sponsor machine. Roll up on a little bit of lap traffic as Givaldo in the 68 just ahead. Givaldo is 1 lap down in that 68 car. As Marizon hoping to get through and set his sights on Lucas Sifter. J.J. Wang here in the 72. Hard into the wall. Hard into the wall, and it takes out Sifter as well. Contact, and it looks like the 72 is missing the doghouse on that car. Back and take a look at this as J.J. Wang here in the 72 gets up on the curb here, and then a little bit too wide, smacks the wall, and it breaks. Oh man, that is just a hard look. Look at that, pieces and parts and pieces flying everywhere. And the 21 car had nowhere to go on that one. Aboard here with Lucas Sifter. Watch this. This is going to absolutely hurt. Oh, man. Just Sifter had nowhere to go as the 72 got into the wall right here and just tore the front end of that car off right there. You see it flying across the track. And Sifter now getting that car pointed in the right direction. But wow. And then J.J. Wang has got some serious damage to that car now. The whole front end of that car is absolutely annihilated. Take a look here. Oh, he's missing tires there according to that look. I love this game. So he's definitely going to have to come down and get some repairs done to that machine. We go back to live here. So Franco Alvarez at the 83. Our race leader. And that certainly helps his effort. Not that he needed any more help, but now those guys with that serious damage are going to have to come down pit lane. They might be able to try to limp it home here with just about 5 laps to go. Alvarez now the fastest lap of the race, 207.162. He is hanging it out there with a big lead. Sifter is third. You see, Wang is second, Sifter third, Marizon fourth, Dana Grover in the 5th position. Take a look at Sean Jacobs. He is pretty open about not really liking road courses. You add in one that's sort of a fantasy track there, and it's definitely not going to be something that's on his menu. Nonetheless, he's out here to support High Octane Racing League, one of our longtime members of HORL. Been racing with Sean since probably somewhere in about the 2004, 2005 range, somewhere around there. And here he is running in the 12th position of that 24 car. And Palumbo just ahead in the 54. Another one of those guys been with HORL for a heck of a long time. And he is running in the 11th spot, trying to crack the top 10. We got 4 laps to go. Jim Willis has had a little bit of an eventful night here early on in the 53, running in the 15th position. He is 2 laps down. I think he got, had some trouble on pit lane, maybe sped down pit lane, had to come back in. Not exactly sure what the situation there was with the Black Rifle Coffee Company Chevy Camaro. But right now, running in the 15th spot. Got 2 cars out of the race. And Franco Alvarez is in control. A good battle here as Bardelli Jr. might have picked up a spot. Gets around Gordon Carter, who's put his car in the wall. Gordon Carter in the wall here, I believe. Let's take a look at that. Oh, man, hard contact there. Right side contact, and he is going to lose a position. Look at this battle here late in the race. Just 3 laps to go, and the 4 car battling Dana Grover. So the 4 of Arthur Vieta picking up a spot. Now in the 5th spot. Crack in the top 5 as Dana Grover falls back to the 6th position. Good late race pass here for Arthur Vieta. Go back and take a look at that. As Vieta set this pass up into the outside, a little bit of a crossover move right there. And picks up that spot as Dana Grover has to tuck in the 6th position. Franco Alvarez is in control. As guys are... Oh, Alvarez a little bit loose there coming off the turn. Definitely don't want to mess things up now, but Sifter and Wang here battling it out. And J.J. Wang in the damaged machine doesn't seem to be hurting him too awfully bad. As Sifter... Oh, there we go! Oh, no! Is he going to leave the door open for Lucas Sifter? Slides that car around. I thought he was coming around. Sifter trying to figure this out and trying to figure out how to get by. As laps are winding down, and J.J. Wang there! Oh, no! He spins! He spins! And Sifter is going to get around. Wow, J.J. Wang spun that car, and Sifter got around. Take a look here. Watch this. Going to catch the outside wall right there. It comes across the track. And Sifter gets around. Wow, man, late race drama here. That's now the 83. Trying to get by some lap traffic. See the 51 car swinging wide there to give him a lot of room. This is some late race mistake there by J.J. Wang, and he loses a position, still running in P3. But the 83 car now with just 2 laps to go. J.J. Wang running in 3rd as Sifter's gotten around him, taking over P2. There's on 4th. Vieta is in 5th. Gilmar Peixoto in the 71 car. A little bit of tough there. Oh, he's smacking the wall right there. Maybe tires are done for that machine. And Vieta's going to get by. Not for position. Alvarez says, hey, man, I don't want to get in anybody's mess here. Let's just keep this clean and get this thing to the finish line. Just under 2 laps to go for the 83 car. Sifter in 2nd. Wang is in 3rd. Bears on 4th. Vieta is in 5th. Grover, Bardelli Jr., Carter, Watson, and Hughes rounding out the top 10. Waldo saying he's coming into the pits here late in the race. So late race pit stop here for Givaldo, indicating he's going to be coming in, and he's got to come in because he's got damage to that machine. So Givaldo on pit lane here late in this race with some damage to the 68 car. And a tough break there for Givaldo. Well, we're on the last lap here for Franco Alvarez. Franco playing around there a little bit. You've got to be careful, man, not to spin that car around. Especially when you got somebody behind you that could get into you and, cause some pretty serious damage at this point. The 83, Franco Alvarez, Tire Pro sponsored Camaro. He is the leader. Simpler now has opened up a gap there on J.J. Wang. Marizon is in fourth, Vieta fifth. James Watson and Gordon Carter here battling. James Watson in that 4X machine to the inside and gets around Gordon Carter here late into the race. So picking up a spot there now in the third, it's like the 8th position. There's Franco Alvarez all over but to shout now for the 83 car. So coming up the hill here to the final turn for the 83 car, Franco Alvarez. Coming off the final turn, sliding that back end around a little bit, celebrating as he crosses the finish line to take home the victory here at Chicago. Taming the streets of Chicago, Franco Alvarez. We'll find his car somewhere. There we go. So Alvarez gets the win. So gets the win here at Chicago and our first race here at this venue. So we look for a little bit of light here, maybe give us a little bit better screenshot of this thing. So Alvarez in the 83 getting the win. So congratulations to Franco Alvarez. That's going to have to do it there. So Alvarez, 2 in a row for him. These guys still finishing up the race, I believe, maybe. Givaldo will finish it up. Guys are leaving the track here, it looks like. That's a little bit of a celebration there, isn't it? Let's take a look at the final results. Let's take a look at the final results. Franco Alvarez gets the win. Lucas Semper finishes in P2. J.J. Wang finishes in 3rd. Craig Marizon finishes 4th. Arcavieta 5th. Dana Grover finishes in P6. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finished in the 7th position. James Watson finishes in P8 in the 4X car. Gordon Carter 9th. Chris Hughes finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in P11, Ed Palumbo in the 54 car. Sean Jacobs finishes in 12th. Steve Pierce finishes in the 13th position. Jim Willis 14th. Givaldo Spinola finishes in the 15th position. Gilmar Peixoto finishes in 16th. Preston Hassel and Dennis Judichin finish in 17th and 18th, respectively, I believe. Some reason not showing on my final results. See if they do now. Don't think so. rFactor 2. Gotta love it, man. Well, Franco Alvarez, we know where he finished. He finished in P1 here at Chicago. And parked him by the coffee shop or whatever that is. We'll see if we can't get a chat with Franco here in a second. Franco Alvarez joining us up here in the booth, and congratulations. It's been a pretty fun track, I think, from my perspective anyway. How'd you feel about this track?
Hey, good night, Mr. Johnson. Good night to everybody watching the race. My feelings are really good. I have to say, I had a really lot of fun, to be honest. A really difficult track to keep the car off the walls, to keep a consistent pace. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun today.
Well, you had a pretty good battle there with Lucas Semper early on. You know, what was the secret to being able to open up a gap on him? Looks like he was pressuring you early on in the race.
Yeah, Lucas' pace and Wong's pace caught me by surprise a little bit. They were way faster than I thought, so it was actually difficult to keep them behind. And the secret was not making mistakes. I was running basically the same lap time every single lap, so just keep the mistakes out of the race, and the gap will create by, the gap will be created by themselves. So just doing that.
Pretty wide track here too, even though it's a street course. It's a wide track, and lap traffic did not seem to be much of an issue for you here.
It was a bit like the difference in speed was way bigger than I thought, so I needed to take a lot of cautions on every car I was passing. I was losing 2 or 3 seconds per lap car, so it was a bit of a factor, but everybody kept it clean, everybody gave space, so it wasn't a problem at the end of the day.
Well, of course, a very different track coming up next week. You had Atlanta Motor Speedway. How do you feel about that track? And you plan on racing there?
Oh, well, I actually really wanted to race there. That was my second track I raced in HORL, and that was the only time I raced there, so I want to have revenge from that. I want to keep grinding. I want to keep trying to get the points lead. I think I am in second place on the championship now, so I just keep trying to win races and trying to get the championship.
Well, hey, congratulations to you. Another good one here. Inaugural race here at Chicago Street Circuit, and you get the win. So congratulations to that Tire Pros sponsored team, and we'll see you next week at Atlanta.
Thank you very much. I really hope that's not the last street course we're on, because that was really fun. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching the race, and I hope I see you next week in Atlanta Motor Speedway. Goodbye.
All right. Hasta luego.
See you later, alligator.
That is Franco Alvarez joining us up here in the booth, and a great run there for him. Now getting the win. Well, we got some more racing headed your way coming up tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be at Mid-Ohio. 50-lap race. It's race number 9 of the IndyCar Series season. Just 2 races to go, including Mid-Ohio. And if you're going to make a run for the championship, it is now is the time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's tomorrow, July the 1st. Today's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. And how about hosting your website or your online store? VPS hosting and shared web hosting also available through EliteHostingUSA.com, and that's who provides our services here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Don't forget to join us over there. You get a quick link to our Discord server, get updates of point standings and schedules, and what we are running. So I'd appreciate everybody coming out and joining us. Thanks so much for coming in and watching the race here on TurnLeftTV. I so much appreciate people coming in and watching these races. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. And also, share my videos with all of your friends. Let's get this video out here, get people watching TurnLeftTV. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Thanks to all those new subscribers and all those faithful that stay with TurnLeftTV. I really appreciate that. Got some links down in the description of the race for you to head on over to if you'd like to make a donation to our charity. That's the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals charity. That's a link in the description of the race. Really appreciate you if you would make a donation to them if you can afford to do so. And also, please click on that link over to the Sim Lab website. If you're interested in purchasing something through them, please use my link. Greatly appreciate that. Saturday Night Thunder will be in action tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from Chicagoland. Little oval action, 120-lap race number 5 of the season. And, man, if you're going to start making a run, you better do so here in this season. In the back half, it gets a little dicey. Guys holding on to point standings or their position in points. So, Saturday Night Thunder, a great one, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is the Saturday Night Thunder Cup Series at Chicagoland. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the win. Next week, we will be at Atlanta. In the meantime, I'm out of here, folks. See ya. I'm out of here.